Hello. Does everyone hear me? Okay, good. Alright, so we're gonna VOD, oh my god, what the fuck? It's my old video playing in the back, sorry. I'm just doing a VOD of Div 3. Kinda like move shit around as we speak. All over the place right now. I guess we'll watch this game to start. I'm mostly focusing on end games and kind of see what's different between Div 3 teams versus Div 2 teams, you know, right? And what does it take for a good Div 3 team to qual? And what does it take for, like, a good, you know, D2 team? Type of thing. You live, man? Yep. Of course, Zarky, I'm doing some VODs right now. I'm seeing how good teams qual and they, you know, fucking, you know, go up divisions. I'm gonna see if, like, this gameplay is perfect or whether it's, like, fucking ass. Trying to see if it's, like, actually decent. But sometimes, you know, teams, they play ass, but they give themselves the advantage, so they, you know. So the ass performance isn't that fucking ass, if that makes sense. This team got top 9 and Div 3, so I'm just kind of seeing, like... Yeah, I'll watch, like, a D2 team after for you, because I want to figure out how these good teams qual. Like, what a qual team looks like, and I know what you and you look like, and what my other team looks like. Let me see if there's, like, anything that you guys don't do that they do. I'm watching the end games primarily because this team has won 3 games and they got top 5 in 6 games in Div 3. So how is that possible? Apparently, I think it all starts with a really good mid game, which I think you and my Div 3 team doesn't have an issue with. To be honest, they don't. You guys don't have that bad of a problem with mid game. It's really the end game and then all spawn for you guys. They already. The rest of the league's built to spawn in pretty soon. In position on the edge of zone. They have really good nets. So you get hit this game. So look at their loot. So they got 3 med bombs and a pizza. Which is the other guy has. Oh my god, I just passed them. Whatever. You know how I am, Zarky. I'm horrible with the replay system. I'll probably just go back to the guy that I was watching. It's whatever. I'll remember what loot he was. I shall remember to loot. Don't worry about it. Okay. This is the team. So zone pulls kind of to their southeast. I think they're just gonna kind of chalk over. I don't think they go late here. I think they probably go when maybe right before zone starts opening, I would say. Like they go pretty decently soon. That's what I'm predicting. Looking for kill on this team. Notice too that how they already scouted the rotate. They probably know what they're gonna do at this point. They're seeing if they can get an easy kill here. So they're just trying to be active. Even though it's just an easy even point at that point. Get ready to go. Excellent. Yeah, and then they're just gonna play mid. They're gonna go down. Say that again. That looked fine. It was like the way they boxed. I mean, they lost a lot of resources from that. I'm like, watch. I'm not sure this guy's out gelling. I think he is. Fine. I like how he builds them off like that. And he's like sliding and moving. Why did he... What was his box? Whatever. We got the med bomb, obviously, even if they didn't, they have to. So now they're all to low ground 7, so not in the best position. I like the rotate there, to be honest. The execution didn't seem that great. Probably creating a little tarp there would have been ideal, in my opinion. Or just like, I don't know what it was, just the way he boxed was so bad. Like, he's boxed so much. He had like a mental health issue there, so he boxed extremely so much. So also, you don't need your, want to be elevated in this situation if I'm them. I should get ahead here like right now. Side. Not sure about this box out of wood. Good job just investing there. I don't even hate that much. You need to chill here and then just off in front, I think. Actually, you should use effect. Guys, how's the effect? I thought they were gonna go to the left, but this is good. I like this. Rotate. Fuck with this layer too. This layer's pretty good. Do free edit from them there. They're pretty confident. And they run that free again. Using your free back. Good job trying to just like headbutting there and just shooting it. Out snagger. Sorry, I'm struggling to get there. I don't know I'm doing to go up the side strat. I don't know what that's even doing. No. That bomb. They need to right. Sure about low ground here. They have a control though, kind of. The thing is though, right? Like the reason why I say I'm not sure about low ground is, and I'll kind of explain my reason why I hate low ground 8th and 9th zone. So let's look at the builds they made. So I'll count them. 1, 2, 3. 5. We'll say 5 for each, so that was let me look. 3, 2, so 5, 8, 18, 22. So they built like basically 35 mats to do this. To like get ahead like a few boxes, right? If you go up in this situation, they use the fizz for effect. You can do a 3 build tarp and get ahead. Like you could do floor, floor, wall. You don't have to block your right. They could stagger, and then they could, you know, do a sprint rotate and go like up a layer again, and then like that, and then like whatever. They could like do that. I don't think it's very mat efficient to be on low ground right there. Like I think because with low ground you have to full tarp pretty much everything on. Like if you go up there, they have to full tarp ahead a little bit. But again, like I said, they're on the side of zone, so I think they should have recognized that a little bit. I mean, on low ground they're still on the side of zone, but I think I played it back to here. Kind of want to show you. That's just my opinion. They get the kill here, they sit on them. And then here, all you have to do is just ramp, like place a floor in and ramp here. I'm just gonna play it. Tarp, like 3 or 4 boxes, boom. And this is what I'm talking about, Zorg. It's the 8th and 9th zone thing. You do what you can to save mats. So let's just say at this point, they're here. You don't really stagger here at all. Like, you don't really stagger. But instead, you do maybe make a ramp from here, and you do like a jump, like, you try to do like a sprint jump, if that makes sense. So I'm going to see how it like looks in a second. So yeah, they would be here. And honestly, then they could sprint jump low ground and just take it like this. So if they really wanted it, they could take it. And then also if they're up, it kind of just like sets them up. So I think being on the side of zone mid ground here would have just been stronger, in my opinion, for them. I mean, I guess probably a sprint jump here wouldn't be a good idea. I'd probably just full tarp this. I mean, I do think for 10 zone though, like I'll just see where it pulls. Maybe I'll change my mind on low ground right now. Maybe I do. It's pretty scuffed. So let's just say they're just like here for argument's sake. Like they're right here in a box or something. So we'll just say that like they're right here. I'm just pretending this team's like not here because like they've claimed this space probably. Then really what you can do is like, you know, you can edit out the right, use storm as cover, and then you can run low ground like this. I kind of have it in front right here, and I keep it. I want to see how they keep it. That's the question. Do they stagger too much? Low ground is still free. They're not aware of this thing. They have to go slow there. Okay, now they're a little bit rough there, but I like the stagger here. Multiplayer's not bad at all. Just gonna get pumped here, I'm assuming. Oh, good. How do you get top 5? It's just a bad edit. Oh my god. No. You played that pretty good though for the solo clutch. Let's go back to... I want to see how they could have used mats more efficiently in this game, right? Because, like, we're working on that with Uzark and, you know... I think the low ground thing wasn't as bad as I thought. I think it was more the position. Low ground would not save the mats there. Our mid ground wouldn't have. Like, again, I love this, rotate. This was a mistake, though. I didn't even see this. I didn't even, like, process this as a mistake. I'll kind of show you why. I'm, like, almost 100% sure this is a mistake. This is where they could have actually saved mats, in my opinion. A bit of a lack of awareness here from them. Because then for the, like, I'll kind of show you what they done. So I like the intention here of it's doing this and doing, like, Dark, you could definitely do this as a tarp. You don't want to do this long term, but you could definitely do the bouncing tarp for the grenade. I would have kept doing it. I would have probably full tarped here 2 boxes. So let me show you. You got pizza, right? So if something goes wrong, you're chilling, and I would just build walls right now to the left. You can maybe make a full tarp and go boom, 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 boom. Let's let it open. Didn't care. So by now they're here. Oh my god. I always fuck that up, bro. I always like click. I think basically my point is they could have shockwave there, and they could have shockwave full front and saved even more mats without a lot of risk, right? So I think dropping there was a mistake, in my opinion. Like initially, because you save so many mats by just shockwaving front. So I guess I was wrong with the last thing, like with the whole like big round with the same map. I think it would have put him in a better position in the zone, but here this is the real one. Just keep doing this. Just keep doing that. And then as you can see, hopefully I don't click a wrong button again. Let's just say 2 boxes, they're here, they're like here. Let's just say they decide to shockwave now and they're like right here. Trying to find their floor. There it is. They can go through the wall. They can solo shock through the through the roof if they want, but I'd probably go through the wall and set one up really quick and go boom. And then you're here. And you're just front. And you're kind of saving mats. That's what I would have probably done. Is I would have just tarped out a little bit, maybe even to here to this tree. Done a little wall edit, shockwave to this side of zone. Get to front, boom, and then you just keep going until you're in. What's good, Cam? Just spotting some Div 3 teams, man. I'm just spotting a Div 3 team that quad. I'm gonna VOD a D2 team that quad. Okay. I mean, if I'm like looking at that Div 3 team, I'm looking at the positives. They pre-edit well. Like, they play together really well. Their IGL's a good tarper. I think like other positives with them. I mean, the rotates are overall like not that bad. They're pretty good, pretty coordinated. Soul collection, that IGL is very good. Just not wide at it, and then just dropping that 9th zone. I don't know. That was a little risky too. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to this. Sorry if my mic's a little low, by the way. It's not good. Okay, it's this team. See how they get the 4th with 5 kills. They start playing really well after this. Besides like one game. One game they don't play too well. I think it's like the 15th or whatever, but they do get in the rest. Probably like an hour, I would say. An hour. Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, when you like VOD a team and you're just like seeing what they do that other teams don't. That's like what I'm looking. Because this team got 10th and they qualified. Yeah, like 100%. Like in the duos meta, like if it's just a different duos meta, like if there's no like tactical sprint, no mantles, no shockwave items, it would be like a tarping meta, and that would help IGLs a lot. But now it's kind of a build tarp. You still tarp, but you stagger more and you play together. Like there's no, like when you frag, you don't go into like, you know, like there's no like long tarp and you like go 5 boxes in the back and you look for a kill. Like kind of like chapter 3. Even in trios, teams did that. That's not the meta anymore. Like the IGL just can't be Mr. Tarper, do nothing. So if I played, I would be horrible. Even if I just spawned in an endgame, I wouldn't be as good because we couldn't get it. My team wouldn't get a refresh, right? So it's just difficult. I'm watching these guys end games, by the way. Obviously, an important part of doing good is it's a good mid game. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like the type of IGLs that do good in this meta. Like I think, what is it? Like the IGL from the OG days that would do good in this meta is probably Scented, to be honest. Like Prime Scented would do very well in this meta because he was very good at, like, when he played with Gold, he would play really good together with Gold. Like that's kind of like, I think that's kind of like the prototype. I mean, Scented would still tarp, of course, but he would like make plays together with Cold. That's what IGLs need to do now. They can't just be tarping robots and do nothing. Good mats again. And like I said, a good mid game always helps, of course. Can't have a bad mid game and effective plays good in the tourney. They're doing good on that. Full southwest. I'm trying to see where they are. Probably go early here. Oh, they run up the back. No, they could have just went through the roof because I mean no one was really in front of them. This is an idiot too. Someone was after. What the fuck? It worked. I think they're trying to go off the back and then the team is behind them. Look at them. I'd use a shot for effect. Use it for effect. Okay, excellent. Ramp up. Yeah. Actually, good move. Okay, this guy recovered pretty good. I actually... You never use the shock like that. When you're that close to zone, you always want to use it for effect like that. That's a really good habit to do. People, they overdo like the shockwave rotates when you actually shock. Using it for effect is good too. You want to like balance. I feel a lot of bad things like that. Like where they're like in the worst position ever and they try like some complicated shock where they just throw it in your box and run. I like this position the map despite the complication earlier. Full south. I was hard like after this. Actually, this is snagger. Okay. Here's how they can save mats even more. So they have splashes, they have pizza. They got to be aware of that for their loot. I think they sacrificed the pizza here. I'll kind of show you. Because at the end of the day, if you're, like, let's just say if you're, like, an IGL, like, if Sice sees the IGL where it's like, oh, wait a minute, like, I can't just, like, you know, let's just say there's 0 mats in this situation. We can't be like, oh, we're going to jump into a team's box. He's not that type of IGL, or, like, even before, like, oh, we're low on mats, we got to run a pre. Like, if you're trying to avoid that situation, if I'm them, I'm legit just going to play zone here. I'd like pop a pizza probably. I'll drop my teammate a pizza. We place floors here, and then we just shock like this the front. So we just save even more. That's probably what I would do. Like I'd probably just try to save as much mats as possible. Just kind of like go from here and then go like over the middle like this, and then catch myself like here. It's not gonna save much, but that's part of the reason why the IGLs really struggle in this meta is because the mats are so like I think like I don't know if you play with Sicey, like I don't know. I haven't talked to Sicey in a bit. I talked to him like 3 weeks ago. We just haven't DM'd each other. Yeah. But I don't hate what they do here when they do the sprint rotate. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're not good at getting refreshes, I'm making the storm play like this, and I'm just because like this will save like 15, 20 builds, but later that might come of use, obviously. And they still have 5 splashes, so I don't think it's that big of an investment. It's a little risky because you're like going out into the storm in the open, but I would try it at least. Like, I would think of that as almost shock. They could even do it now. I actually don't like this. This is they stagger there, and then they shock for effect, they drop, They just start this now. There's no point of like, staggering that green room. This is when you start it. Yep. What the fuck was that? Okay, Cam, this is a team that got 10th. What was that? What in the living hell was that? Why not just pop the shock there for effect, right? Why not just do that? And like I said about mat usage, right? They just have to. I know I said we had to save mats, but what was this one? Buddy, there's like boxes right below you. You need to save mats there. And if anything, you see the left side of zone. I'll go drone free so I can show you. They can just like tarp out a little bit here. I'm gonna hopefully get a good angle of this. Then I'll read your message after. Go watch some of your guys' games if you want. So you just like build here, gets past this guy before he can get fucked with, and then he can drop down like using storm. Like if he really wanted to, like I'm gonna like show you. Zone's open by now. Like, let's say he stays that layer and he just gets through. Is this his teammate? Yeah, this is his teammate. Like if I'm here, I'll just trust it since I have splashes and just drop here. And then like go all the way down. If they really wanted to go down, but I think there like I that drop down was so weird because they went like in between two teams. I mean, if anything, they just had to like full tarp that and just get through. I thought, or just use, like I said, just use the zone as well. Just even the back. Oh. Okay, they must be together. You gotta go right. Buddy, you gotta burn that body. Buddy. By the way, Cam, this team got 10th in Div 3, so if you think, I'm not gonna watch the rest of this because it's a solo clutch, but if you think you can do better than that, you're in Ticey. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever. This meta is very zone dependent. There's almost no game where you don't have like cap heals and whites unless you're shambles. Yeah. I'll just look at your guys' games, like why not? Fuck it. Do you mind if I do? I just want to see like what you mean by the fucking. I want to see if like I want to see the fucking shit you're talking about. Because he talked about the Queasy shit. I want to see if that's like valid. I know what he's saying. It's like 1,000,000% valid. Like Queasy's definitely not wrong. He is correct. He's the meta has completely changed from trios. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of off spawns here. I guess I'll just go to Vit. I like the 16th with 2. I see where you guys landed. That's the question. Hopefully Ticey didn't. Don't. Okay, I'll VOD your Div 5 games after. I won't VOD the rest of your Div 4 games. I'll go to Div 5 May 11th, okay? I'm just gonna watch it. I just want to see what happened in Div 4. Because I know Ticey's kind of known for landing at the worst drop spots known to man that he can't win off spawn. So I predict that he might go full painted palms. He might land Southside Battlewood. Like I know he's egotistical with the drop spot. Like it's like diabolical how like you know sometimes he chooses the drop spots. I'm like, I don't think you could go there. You know, you just gotta take your little split and declare victory sometimes. So I know with him that's a problem. I played with Icey for fun that day. For fun. Icey was not even your duo. Oh my god, bro. He's so funny. Let's see your Icey. Load, load, load. Either lands that or the worst split known to man. Like, I don't know. Because there's, like, good places to land that aren't that contested. Okay, whatever load. Hello? Okay, let's see. Oh, no, this is not you. Oh. I was about to say, you better not be landing latte, bro. Come on. Bro, why can't I find you guys? Bro, the VOD is glitched. Cam, did you rig this so we can't watch it? What is happening? Cam, I think you rigged this, bro. I can't... Whatever, we'll go to endgame and I'll find you, and then I'll go back. Bro, you rigged this shit. I know you did. Yeah. Saw your message. I remember Doug. I don't know him too well, but let's see if I can find you guys. It's take a while to scroll through, but I won't give up. I need to know where Sicy. No! Damn it. You don't understand how bad I am at this. Okay, I gotta find Cam. Cam, where are you? Or is it... Dude, I just did it again. I did it again. Why can't I just be on KBM, bro? Like, why? I just did it again. Okay, I'm not missing you. Oh, I did. Okay, I'm gonna go very slow here, Cam. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying. I don't have the... Okay. Let's see where the drop spot was, because that's the biggest question. I'll check that then. Let's see the drop spot. That's always fun. You guys are trying to land like this split? Like the split north of Squibbly? Is that where you're going? I'm gonna look at you in a second. I'll find you first, dude. Why can't I just fight Sicy? It should go to you. Like, I'm in your area. Was that your drop spot, or were you guys like playing drop spot like roulette or whatever? There you are. Fight for. That's like the. So he's basically doing a Peterbot game plan from 2025 globals or whatever, when Peterbot landed on a train and just keyed and got 15 times. I get it if it's like... Does I see like steal some game plan from Proto? Because I feel like that's something Proto would do. I feel like that's something he would do. That's something I don't associate with Sicy. we land somewhere shambles and then we fight for our loot. That's more of a Proto thing. It's like the Proto classic, no? Because he doesn't like dying off spawn. I know from Proto. Okay, message. Alright, now I'm gonna look at endgame. Let's see what went wrong here. Yeah, because you guys, like, he had a decent match when he goes, like, fucking, like, I think right before 16th place, the game seemed dead, so you guys were probably gonna die that 8th or 9th zone. you guys seem so shambles now. What happened here? I think he said something about backside, so... Also, by the way, that's the worst thing you can do this season is rotate late. It's actually terrible if you do. If you go too late in a situation, you're done, pretty much. You go from a meta like a jetpack meta to this one. Alright, let's use 7-zone rotate because this seems like where things go wrong. Let me go drone 3. You see what he's seeing. I'm gonna go to his bots. So you're here. So I think Sicey's there. I'm not sure if he knows. But you guys could always... I do drone attach, it doesn't... Go through here right now. Should have done this earlier. Shockwave here. Build the team off to the right. And then just go this way. Basically in this meta, you have to get ahead of zone. Right? You have to get ahead of zone and not really, like, worry. Like, you have to get ahead and get what you can get. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I can't go ahead because I'm only gonna, like... He might worry he's only gonna make it, here. Like, maybe he worries once he gets up this hill he'll get sprayed or he can't go anymore. It's better to be here than there when zone starts closing. Like, you should get ahead and take what you can get, in my opinion. So let's see what he does. Because none of these kids right here, they don't know how to rotate. What? What in the actual fuck was that? Bro, what in the actual shit is that? What? What was that? That's the worst pathing ever. You're going in between two teams. What size? What was this? Why didn't we just go straight and then cut in? What the? Oh my god, bro. Like I said, like that path I showed, you just go straight, you block your right, and then you cut in, or you stagger, and you see where that bush is. If you guys follow that path, you get to that bush, you box up, and you shock once when zone opens. But this is the idea we get instead. I don't know what is happening, bro. What is going on? Okay. Did he... Was he saying that this was dead side? That's my question. Or did he want to do an expanding side rotate? I have a big thing about expanding side rotates, right? I'll tell you. Like, just tell me if he said, like, he wanted to go expanding side or dead side. Like, that's... Because it seems like that's what he's doing right now. He's trying to, like, get into the left side of zone. Because he wants to get dead side. Tell me, please. I have such a big thing about... this. Okay. Basically, what happened there is what we saw in a VOD was a display of terrorism, right? Because... Okay. When you're backside here, right? Like, I think you guys started from right here. You guys are basically rotating... And you're not getting into a better position to go to zone. Like, let's just say this is a road trip. I want to go from here to those metal boxes, right? Like, let's just say from California to New York, if you know the United States' map. He wants to stop at Canada and then go to New York. Like what? If you're the brick box right there, or let's just say there's a team here, you have priority of dead side. So once when zone expands, you have priority and you can go over here. When you're backside, I'm never thinking about that. The first direction I'm thinking about is white line or go slightly to the left. Like I said, like the ideal position's right here for me. Then I just shockwave in. So, and I could show you a team that I coach. They made the same mistake when I told them not to, and I full crashed out on them. So, I don't know what it is. Don't do expanding side rotates when you don't have priority. It's actually bad, bro. It's actually that I cannot stand. I'll be not. I was in this call right now. What the fuck? Gets you up somehow though. Oh my gosh, he's not all live. Yeah, luckily I'm not. Yeah, I would Give him rotate that. I think he was thinking they were gonna shock. I can't do that. And then you accidentally dropped ult too low. This was like the worst thing that could have happened because now you don't really want to be low ground as a solo because you're either gonna run into a stack duo or like you're gonna have to build the entire time. Like I know this made the situation even worse. If you didn't accidentally drop down there, you would have been chilling. You just box there, look front, maybe look for press. There's no press right here. And I don't think he has a shockwave either. I think he has a shockwave. Yeah, because now he has to go up. Now, I don't know why he's like that, but yeah, starts pretty good here. This is actually the rest of this. After he ramped, I didn't like the way he ramped up, but I like the way he started. Yeah. Oh, I do. Okay, I can see your reservations about that tournament. That was sweet. That was pretty. That was scuffed, bro. That was scuffed. No, I told the team that I was coaching for D2. Like I think I said it a month ago, like when the season started. It sounds like pretty. This sounds like pretty extreme, but I'm like, okay, guys. We did the expanding side, non-priority dead side rotate 3 times in the past, like 3 tourneys or whatever. Like, a good amount when I said not to. I'm like, okay, you're gonna write that mistake down into a book. You're gonna write non-priority dead side rotates bad. And if you guys do it again, we're gonna burn books. You're gonna listen to like fucking Ram Ranch or whatever. Like Cowboys in the Shower. You're gonna listen to that the entire tourney if you do that again. Like, I couldn't do it, bro. Like 3 times in 3 tournaments. Like I was actually because I told them like not to do it, and they still did it, and I was like, guys, you gotta stop. We gotta stop. I'm gonna be 11th now. It's a stream, bro, but it worked. They never did it again because I think they remember the crash out I had. They never did it again. All right. Which game do you want me to watch? Tell me the shift you're running out. Yeah. Which game do you want me to watch? They seem to play good in all these games. I'll let you pick a game. You can say whatever, whether you want me to watch this one, the good one, this one, this one. No. The first fifth? Okay. I shall watch that. See if he could have won this, or whether this is the best he could have done. Is this your official duo right now, or was that? I remember Dubs had Dubs in his name. He didn't have Twitch Vico in his name. Did this guy drop you, or did you guys like split or whatever? It's actually so weird. You guys don't even try like one tourney and Div 4. Like I don't know. I don't know if that's him, but like I'll try. I'll try the guy you qualified with. You know. Game 2, game 10, and 11. That was a random. Jesus. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, this rotate, like, first of all, it pulls downhill. If you cannot see, like, if you see that. Like, you want to think about, like, I'll just give you a tip right now. You want to have info, right? You kind of want to have, like, a plan of what you're going to do. Obviously, your plan can go wrong. But I know it goes downhill right now for the zone. Right? And we know we're back a zone. I think you guys are, like, in the middle. Like, you guys are, like, aren't in a horrible spot. Like, you guys are not that bad. So what I would do, let zone open, land on top of builds, you know, because obviously other people are gonna go and they'll land, and you can like land on top and build a box. And then either you sprint for effect, like you use the shot for effect and get in and kind of do like a cheap tarp or something, or you just tarp in. Like that's what I would probably do here. Let's see how this works. I'll let it spin a little bit though. I'm not gonna do my early birthday thing here. Because these people will kill for you. And again, like, you don't want to be ulti low ground. In my opinion, it's like, the stuff that... I want to take low, like, 10%. Once you do what I say, like... I just gotta decide whether you're gonna tarp in or whether you're gonna do sprint rotate. Probably either tarp to the right now if it's fast. I'd probably just yeah, that's just my opinion. I think like because like I don't know. I guess this is why I don't know. This is an accident either. If this is an accident, then just I guess work on that. But I'm trying to like see where you edited from. Oh, you edited from here. So let's just say here you do this. You do the same thing, which I don't even mind. Then you go up one, right? And then you just tarp like to the right over here. Like even though you're wasting mats, like I just want to see where zone is. I want to make sure this is in. Yeah, this would be in. Even though this is wasting mats, let's just say if it pulls back up the hill, you're in a better spot. If it pulls far, like here, you can shockwave. If it pulls north, you do the same thing that you could have just done. Like, you know how, like, I said wait for other people to build and you land on top. You can do the exact same thing here. Pulls east. You can, like, get ahead a little bit, like tarp, and then do a sprint rotate. Like, basically your options are better. And then you could also, on mid ground, you can go up a layer, down a layer pretty easily. So, like, if you just want to, like, tarp out a little bit, if it pulls here, then drop down, like, one or two, you can do that super easily. I think when you're on low ground, you just have less options, and it's harder to execute it. That's basically that's kind of my position on that. I'm not against low ground. I like taking it as a winning position. Like, if you're trying to win the game, not... Because obviously the zone pulls far... I don't even hate that, to be honest. I don't even hate that. Okay, turn right here. Here, if you want a more effective, what is it? Because, like, obviously zone's pulling this way. So you probably do like a Bizzle snake, if you know what that is. Like, you do floor, floor, wall, wall, and you do like a snake tarp. I know you're looking like at this guy's wall right now. If you really wanted to pre this, you do the Bizzle snake, tell your teammate to get a pre, and then all of a sudden you go in front of this wall like this, and you shed on him pretty much. Like, I wouldn't go this way because I wouldn't even look at him. My full focus would be tarp, get in. Tell my teammate to get pre out and maybe mark this with a danger mark, and then you tarp to it once you're here. If he's still there, then you just shit on him. Like, that's what I would probably do here. So I wouldn't just be shitting here, I would be tarping right now. Okay, 10. That's good. You gotta go. See what heals Vico has. And I want to see too, because I know IGLs have a bad habit of this as well. I want to see if he calms his mats good. Because sometimes when I go in the VODs, you might think you're low mats, and then your Fragger just does everything. So sometimes, like, IGLs really struggle asking for mats. I just want to see his mats. He better drop you here. He better drop you. This is plenty. It's plenty of builds. I'm gonna work my way back to you. Can't message if you knew that. Like, if you knew he had some mats. I gotta find you. Okay, there you go. I would go out the left. I need to build. I like that drop. No, I was wadding my Div 2 team once, and I see that IGL has 5 builds. and they're playing like like they're staggering in the back of zone. Like I think it's around like a zone like this. Like they're in the back of zone staggering and they're trying to jump someone. And I see the fragger has 35. I'm like, why are you playing like that? Why does the fragger just lead or drop? I'm like, oh my god, bro. That community, duos times is a little sus. Use the cones. It's not a good zone pull. Yeah, it wasn't played too well. Number one, even if it's pulling up there, like there's a different way you could have went. You want to go up and around there. You're kind of like going up the hill, but you're gonna get suffocated doing that. You want to go from the back and go up because that's just a better angle. You're not gonna get suffocated as easily. You see like how here it's just like if you're in a stack game right now, like let's just say there's like 10 more teams alive, you're gonna die 1,000,000% because there's gonna be a team like tarping onto your back and like jump you. You want to go from the back and then go up if that makes sense. And if you have a shockwave, you definitely want to try to shockwave. But I'll go drone 3 right here. So zone pulls southeast. So this is north. So it pulls here. So you guys could have just like ran here if you wanted to. You could have ran here. I also want to see his heals. I'll check your teammates' heals. But you like run here and just know that zone's opening. Like you see how zone's opening there. Maybe not like full like rush this cone and chop it, but you like maybe see if there's any visuals and then you chop through if there isn't, you know. And then if anything, you're on the expanding side of zone, and then this left side opens up here. I think you eventually get there. But in my opinion, we need to be. I would not even box this loot. I would just keep going over here. I'll just keep going. Probably go up here or something because you'll probably hear this team in the tarp. But I'm gonna edit on you. I want to be aware of that expanding side. I was actually Vika that died. I don't know. Let's see what happens to you. You got some good mats. I think there's a heal off for some reason. Yeah. But that's the biggest thing. Like, there I would definitely go up and around. Like, when someone says go up and around, that's what that means. You go, like, you go from back and then you ramp. Like you go from you don't run to zone and then ramp up. You go from the back and ramp up so you have more space. You might get beamed from height a little bit, but you're not gonna get suffocated that way. If that makes sense. Like you can see like Kanata do it, Acorn do it, like a lot of IGLs do that, Vino. Like you know how Vino does his bitchy comes like up and around, up and around. Like he says that sometimes, like up and around. So that's what I would have done differently that game, and then obviously your teammate did that when you're slow. Yeah, I saw. Go to your other game. So you have a couple of Div 2 games. That might help your IGL. Is Dubs like pretty good at the game? Like, is your goal like qual out with him, or are you just trying to get like maybe like 500th place to start? Like, what's your goal with Dubs? Obviously, like, I mean, obviously the goal is to qual, but you don't want to be like, I don't know. I was like a goal while I'm playing, just like not like I'm stressing, but also the last game or whatever. Let me see this clutch. Yeah, like the whole zone expanding thing. I think you still could have died to that team there, obviously, because I think that was their old tarp. You just want to be aware of that. Like, okay, like as an IGL, you want to know where zone expanding, have good instincts on that, and then you want to, again, like when it's going up a hill, you want to go up and around. When you just go straight into the hill, it's such a like you're gonna get suffocated a lot more easily. Especially like in a more stacked game. So if like you're in a like 40 player end game and then the zone's going up a hill and you go up like that, it's not gonna go too well. Like, so that's just a thing to know. It's like a very like small amount of situations, but they do happen. I just want to see the fragger ever gives you maps. I always laugh about that, how the fraggers don't give maps ever. So that's the first criticism I have of like half the teams. I'm like, guys, you know when your IGL has 20 builds and you have 40, give the IGL everything besides like 10 wins. So they can get like, I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna find you. Do you hype this game or do you take low? That's my question. No. Okay, there you go. Oh my gosh, you guys are shambles. Oh, okay. Like, were you guys struggling in the mid game? Check. Check. Okay, I'll go back from here. Okay, this should be good. I'm guessing it's the 6-zone rotate, but something happens. As long as it's not the expanding side crop, the non-priority expanding side crop, then I'm good. I'll be calm. I swear I don't know why 10 gazillion teams do that. Is this what you want, Cam? Like right here? Yes or no? Give me a yay or a nay. Great. I don't know why you're running like that or walking like that, but whatever. Yes or no? Okay. can hear, like, I'll go join free so I can see a little better. Like, you want to go as early as possible. I wouldn't go, like, right now, obviously, but okay. I'll kind of give you the rotate here. You don't want to go this way, like, if you're scouting, because the whole lobby's here, pretty much. You don't want to go full dead side, because, again, you don't have priority. And you're going from fucking, like, you're trying to get to Florida. Like, let's just say you're going from Maine to Florida, and then you're stopping in, like, Illinois. It's like, why are you doing that? Just fucking go from Maine to Florida, right? So probably the best path here, it's just the question is when you're gonna do it, how you're gonna do it, is like straight and to the left. That's probably the best path you're gonna get. And really, the biggest determinant, I don't give a crap about this. I don't care about this guy really. I just want this guy to go. That's really all I care about, and then I'll probably shock to the left, and I'll try to get here and just white line. And then you block your um, right if you need a little bit, but that's what I'd probably do. So I'll just see what happens here. Obviously, just like hopefully this team does go early, and then you do have situations here where teams have no idea how to rotate, so this team in front might go late. I'd probably go right now, to be honest. This is pretty good. Matt's switching pretty poor there, though. You switch to wood insta when you land, so you build some wood and you can farm that a little bit. I like this. I wouldn't go more left than this, though. I get it right now. Don't need a shot. Since you're running down. Let's see how much he had. If he had like 5, then that's okay. I was more worried about you being low on them. That routine was fine. That's what like I said, that's what I would have done. You just want to go full left there or go full right. The play there is to white line and slightly go to the left. Like, not much. But I think you did like, you wasted like 30 builds that rotate. That's normal. Like, you couldn't do anything better for that, for that rotate. I just want to check your teammate stuff. That's always interesting. Gotta find team, Twitch Rico. She's the goat, I guess. From what you tell me, not really, but, you know, I'll say it's the goat. Oh, well, it looked like you didn't really need to kill ASAP. Does your teammate ever give you fucking mats? Does he ever give mats? I'll be mats to you guys. Does he ever? I understand you don't have shockwaves, but he's pizza that acts as effect, right? Does he ever give mats? Ever? You guys don't even really need like a kill that desperately. A pre would be nice. A pre would be nice if we can find a pre-edit. If you see a team that's clueless or a team that's fighting and you third party it, that'd be great. I wouldn't like force something that's stupid right now because your teammate's loot is not even that bad. And of course, like, you know, maybe this is where you gotta improve with the IGLing a little bit. It's not the IGLing per se, it's more of like teammate What's your loot? Teammate, what's your mats? Almost babysit him a little bit. Like, every fucking time I watch an IGL, I just want to see every game how much loot he has. This is what new IGL struggle with the most. Communicating to their back. Just actually. But yeah, like, I'd probably say, like, I don't know. I see you guys are, like, here. I wouldn't even mind being, like, even though this is, like, you guys are dead side right now, I would have ran it in, to be honest, because, like, you got that wasted, like, because you solo shock there, and he shocked, so I would have saved the shock, so I would have probably either popped the pizza, or I would have just ran in, to be honest, you know? Because I think your guys' loot's fine, besides the low number of shocks, and again, if you just run into the 7th zone, you have 3 for endgame, which is not even bad, you have pizza. So you just use 3 shockwaves for endgame, and you use pizza for effect, or to play storm when you need. So this loot's not horrible by any means. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. Now the question is, how much map? Wait a minute. Sorry, I gotta go back to you. I might crash out in a second if this is what I... It's not even about the game, dude. It's not... This is like... Most of that's pretty fine. It's pretty standard, like the layer you're on. It's pretty good. Please don't tell me. Why are you dropping him mats? You're the one that needs the mats. What the fuck? Why is he he's definitely asking for it. Why is he asking for mats? He has 70 builds. You're tarping the entire time. Oh my god. Bro. Because he was gaining mats there, so I'm assuming you dropped them. Bro, what the actual fuck? Why did he definitely asked for mats there. Why is he asking for mats? Like, bro, this mat usage is not very good. Bro, what in my life? Okay, thank you. He gave you that. Okay, good. Okay, happy. You don't understand, Cam, how mad it would have made me if he died with all that. Alright. He gave you something. See the amount of mats he had when he died. So he has 68 builds. Fuck. This coughed. Like, pretty sure he's still knocked. 76 builds. What happened to him? This is the question, Cam. You probably didn't watch this, so let's see what happened to him. You see, that rotate was fine. Bro, you got, oh my god. I mean, good job getting the top 2 there, right? Good job, but like, I mean, I don't think it had to come down to a solo clutch there to get a top 2. You guys could have fall. Oh my god. Was it with you, with the VODs I'm watching and people falling accidentally? Like, what, is it that hard? Is it like that laggy? Like, it might be. This is actually just diabolical. Okay, you're gonna shock your W rotate. Why did he jump there? What in the actual... Dude, this guy's worse than me, bro. Why did you jump there? You really are front low. I mean, you're not really front low because you're on the bridge, but like, why? What in the actual shit was that? I don't even need to watch anymore. Bro, that was so bad. This whole map thing, like, at the beginning, like, you're probably thinking you have nothing, and then he's like, oh, I have 90 builds. Like, bro, it's like, come on, bro. It's like, ugh, just say that. Say that. Like, why did he jump away from Zoe? I get it, height's stressful, like, when they spray you, but, like, you can't just fucking panic there. Okay, I can see why you dropped this guy. Good for you. Even though you clawed with him, he definitely did not help. He definitely wasn't the reason you clawed. I guess I'll show some Div 2 gameplay. I'm just the team that I'm coaching because we came up with this strategy. I'll just show you it just for show you how the wait, how did everyone do? Where's Zarb? Oh, is that Zarb LARP FV? I'm assuming that's him. That sounds like a Zarb name. LARP FV. Where's him? Yeah. Because here, like, what is it? I mean, the biggest thing we're working on, you'll probably see it, is that Zarky, the IGL, he over tarps too much. I'm like live coaching this too, and I'm kind of like seeing it. But basically, our game plans, we're landing at like the mini paints and palms. We know how to loot it pretty good. We know how to like. It's just off spawn. I don't know why they struggle there. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to win because I don't think people that are good go there, but. So they land there, they get max mats, they loot, get extra heals at like vending or something, and then we try to have like a pizza, chug splashes, medkits by endgame. They play out their mats, try to get a refresh. Like they're pretty like Cammy and Seti when it comes to like getting refreshes. And then they just play Storm when they're out of mats and they try to like jump someone that's like, you know, playing a medkit or something, or they try to like jump a solo's box or like whatever. So like the meds are kind of like the last ditch effort, but for that reason we don't play Storm at all in mid game. Like it's just a straight like we never play Storm. So the mid game, well, I don't think mid game this tourney was the problem. The last 3 games were just off spawn deaths pretty much. They were like 209, which is pretty good. They could have got 300, but they just died off spawn the last 3 games, so they're on their off spawn. But I just want to give you that explanation. That's pretty much our strategy. Or you think Rolly's gonna play with Nas, but Rolly's not that great. Like, how do I tell you? I mean, when I watch Rolly play, he's not like maybe he got better, but I think Zarb would play with Nas. No offense, Rolly, but Rolly would play with Nas or something. I would think. Oh yeah, my teammate. Then he was having Zarky was having a debate about whether MJ was. I think it was a few days ago. Oh, wait, Blezzy changed his name. Oh my God, because Blezzy had his name as Jordan something. Blezzy Jordan. Blezzy thinks LeBron's the GOAT. Zarky thinks Jordan is the GOAT, and LeBron got swept, so Blezzy changed his name for a week. So as you can see, the lead from our squad is AR. Pretty much all I say here is just don't be afraid to stagger and use certain builds. So they're just gonna stagger here. Like my biggest philosophy this season, I guess I'll say, like if you want to take something away, like just from what I think, if you have a good mid game, I wouldn't I would rather have someone overbuild a little bit on a rotate. Like I wouldn't overbuild, but like I'd rather be safe than just be like, oh, I'm gonna not build while I'm rotating, then I get hit for 150. I'd rather stagger when need be instead of greeting. So if you're having successful mid game, then you can afford something like this. You can keep going though. Pretty much our biggest philosophy too is as long as you we don't like solo clutching unless we basically if Blezzy dies, we want him to die with 10 builds. Like we don't want Blezzy to die before that. We don't want Zarky to die that's how I kind of think of this season. And they struggle at getting progression, so that's why the game plan, if you kind of notice, is pretty conservative. Like in Div 3, you're probably gonna better. But that's I'll kind of show you how they play the game. You'll see the overtargeting too. You'll probably get ahead of you. But like I said, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're gonna try saving mats next tourney and doing the same thing. I'll simulate the really. I wanted to show the loot before fucking endgame or something. I was there for too long. Basically here, yeah, I mean, you definitely try it. Do the Queen strat, have players that quote-unquote IGL on this team. And by the way, Zarky's IGL, Blezzy's the frags. It's a traditional team, so that's why I haven't played it. So we use it for effect here because we see this is I think he's I don't like the drop down here, but now you see I get the credit. I get the credit that. think you get to tarp this, to be honest. This is what I'm talking about. Stagger here. I think if my exact comment was we're gonna run out of mats by the time 9 that just also go up. I think Buzzy might drop him here. Come on, Buzzy. I mean, no one really in this game has mats, to be honest. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like how people are playing in Div 3, Div 2 as well. So it's like, if you're in a better lobby, like I said, you want to have a really good mid game and overbuild when you have to, but not overdo it. Because you don't really see teams like being the god Mackin servers. Okay, Leslie's gonna drop them. You just don't see that. Part of it's because like these down there. Getting like ready to pull really fast, pretty luckily. That plays zone. Well, I just tells our the last one that I can get some more. Well, these are back to go. We're gonna play Meds here though. I don't like our strategy. Play, let's do it. Start running in the zone. Oh, this is where the cell happens. We have right side the same big airport. First of all, they should not have staggered here, and they should have bought this team. I guess same low. Let's see what happened to Blezzy. Jesus, no one has any mats. What the fuck? He sees like what is it? Like he sees the loot, and instead of like going into the house and like trying to get more placement, he's just gonna run for this. He's probably got the top 2 there, but I mean, like I said, he could have went into the house and possibly. But that's pretty much it. It's like we do have to learn though. Like if I have to be honest, like I would rather have a little more mats in the 9th zone. We just have to learn like because to conserve a little more. Because I think in this season, once when you get to harder lobbies, it's better to over tarp than under tarp. But you don't want to like I said, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be like he sometimes overdoes it. So we have to get it to like good enough, like where it's like okay, you're saving mats when you can and you're tarping enough. And that's what I'm thinking on with them, but yeah. But that's kind of how a Div 2 lobby operates. I mean, they did pretty good in those games. I'm gonna check. Is there any other vods you want to watch? What vods you want to watch? If I watch a few more, then we'll get off. I'm gonna go to. this guy? I see another Steve game, bro. Shall we watch this 15th with 5 kills? This game seems like it's not that bad. Do anything? Okay, which games do you not want me to? Okay, okay. Is this the best game to watch? I'm not gonna ask that because I'll be tempted to watch if you say no. Don't watch these games or whatever. Like, don't watch this. Don't watch that. Is this game the best to watch out of them? Like 15th? Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking with the team of coaching and Dave too. We just conserve our mats a little more and play like that, you know? Because like I'm telling him, like if we play like the medkits and the splashes like 11th zone instead of 10th, we get top 5 every game, and we're gonna get consistency. Is that's what we're trying to do? Is just not like rely on solo clutches and play as a duo. So I just need I'm working on the mat conservation, so that's the main thing right now. But we like doing the airport on low ground. We try to claim it if we can get the position. Because as you saw, they didn't really play low ground until 11th zone. Because they tried to play that as a win condition. That's what I mean by playing low ground as a win condition. Like they're not on it. Besides that, they're not like claiming it. Question is the 5th and 8th zone. Who wants the last 7? Okay, I will. What the fuck? Wait, didn't miss him. Come on. Once he sliced him. Okay, it's not so good. You this is better. Let's go. Go to zone, you got priority, bro. Come on. Oh my goodness, just go. Wow. Could have just done that earlier. Just kidding, bro. Wait to shot there. Okay, well, you guys, at least not the best, but not the worst. You guys with 5 elims fragging out. As actually intended. Let me skip ahead. I can't do that 2x anymore. It doesn't let me. See this rotate. Okay, please. Okay. I'm gonna lose it if he does another expanding side. Dog crap, rotate. Backside again. I don't know what he's seeing out of this box. But we need to go this way. This way. And straight. And again, you can do this any of the games, because this is the game you guys died to. The fucking, not even the 7th zone, any expanding side rotate when you don't have priority fucking sucks. So going here sucks. I don't care. This is worse than the war in Iran, if you go here. If you want to laugh, it is. It's scientifically true. This is, if you're here, right, waiting for zone to expand and holding these teams is good. But if you're back there, there's no way you should ever make this rotate. You should go to the right and then white line. So let's see what Heisty does. I hope he makes the right decision. That's all I'm gonna say. Better. Right. Good for me. Yes. Y'all run the zone though. That was risky. Whatever, it worked. You didn't do the expanding side rotate. I'm proud. I'm proud of that. That's progress right there. Even though this isn't the same tourney as the previous rotate. Okay, do you remember this game, by the way, after watching it for a few minutes? Oh, you remember this game? Oh, you just said. 64 he lives. 64 not good. Okay. Pulls back. Shockwave in to like expand for like 10 seconds, I would say. Just before other people. You can do the run up, you can do it for effect too and then just run in. See what Dicey does. As long as he doesn't wait till the last minute, he should be fine. His rotate shouldn't be a disaster, I'll say. So 38 builds, bro, what the heck? Don't do the fragger that doesn't, I mean, I don't blame you if you got a low clutch, but don't do that fragger that doesn't draw that. Game 43. You're not Rico, push Rico, that doesn't drop shit. Good I mean, the problem I think with this game, right, is just the mid-game didn't seem that great. I mean, you guys got into that fight right before zone, like before 5th zone, and Seisty was struggling to rotate the 5th zone. So if you guys saved, like, let's just say 30, 40 build each, you guys are chilling right now. But unfortunately, you guys are... question is...
That. Here. Now you don't even think you can follow this. See how this is why I don't like dating. Don't stop shit. Why did why did he actually down? Okay, that game basically the mid game sucked, kind of. Like, it wasn't as good as it could have been. And the layering in that 8 zone was diabolically bad. If you guys were like up like 3 layers or 4 layers there, you guys would have lived that rotate. Like, oh my god. Like, rotating from down there is just so fucked. What the actual shit was that layer? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. See if there's anyone interesting on D2. Okay. Maybe games I want to watch. I'll watch a good D2 team. D1 last week. Let's see if there's any teams that we need to VOD that did bad. See ya. Alright, chat. It's time for me to get off. Bye.